Professor, MRA people are often quite smart. Why do they have this strong tendency towards atheism? Oh, well, people who are half smart get atheistic right away because, it's obvious. You really believe in God, you believe in an old man in the sky, you really think the world's only 7,000 years old. It's like, do you really believe Christ turned wine into water? No one who wasn't foolish would believe that. Well, that's the statement of someone who's smart enough to start to notice something about what people believe, but they're 10 steps along a 50,000 mile journey. So, and then the other thing, I already mentioned this about atheism, people like to think that the reason they're atheistic is because they're clear-headed and rational. It's like, well, first of all, no, probably they're not, because how often do you meet someone who's clear-headed and rational? Like, being psychoanalytically minded, I'm always way more likely to look for the dark reason that someone is doing something rather than the light reason, the reason that's moving them towards the light, because it's hard to move towards the light. And so I would say most of the time people are atheistic. Well, it's fashionable in some sense. Like, it's a fashionable way to revolt if you're rational and if you're kind of an intellectual. But also, you can just dispense with responsibility if you're atheistic, and I think that's 90% of the reason that it's, especially in the modern world, that's why people are proponents of atheism. Or they have some particular hatred for the church. I think Richard Dawkins has a particular hatred for the church. I've thought of this many times. I would swear that something happened to him when he was a kid that wasn't good, and that the church was involved, because he has such an animus against the church. It's that it possesses him. There's a reason for that.